A new development in Anambra State with Professor Charles Soludo as the governor, seeking re-election as the governor in the gubernatorial election fixed for next month, November 8, 2025. Just in less than 2 weeks' time. And this time around, well, earlier this month, there was what was called a mega rally for the endorsement of the re-election of Professor Charles Soludo as the governor of Anambra State, organized by the stakeholders in the commercial transportation sector. Who was the initiator? What was the motivation? We may never know. But at that occasion, the governor reduced from 50,000 naira maximum to 10,000 naira maximum charges for traffic offense. However grave, the maximum amount that can be charged with effect from October 4th this month, is 10,000 naira maximum, downward from 50,000 naira maximum. In the quest for re-election. This time around, in a report dated October 22, 2025 by National Post, report by Charles Ahumba, the governor is promising the people of Anambra State reward ranging from 1 million to 10 million based on wards and local government areas that will cast the most votes for his own party, the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, under which he was elected and itching to get re-elected to serve second term. So any ward that casts the most votes, second ward that casts the next most votes, up to the third position, will get certain amount ranging from 1 to 2 million, 3 million, and then local government areas that will cast the most votes for APGA. The most votes in the first instance, second instance, and third instance, between 1 and 10 million for agents, councillors, elected officers that would, or party agents that will deliver their words with the most votes, will get a prize. The local government that cast the most votes, 10 million. Some 3 million, some 5 million, everything in the seal of 10 million. But this open soliciting for votes, is this sheer canvassing for votes or advertising for vote purchase? I think that that question should be left to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the Independent National Electoral Commission to decide whether what Charles Soludo is promising is legal. Understandably, around the time the late President Muhammadu Buhari was expecting his re-election in 2019, there was distribution of money, cash, in open markets, and some of the visitation to the open markets was done by the vice president himself. At least he came to Ilorin to some markets and distributed raw cash to marketers in the market, calling it trader money. And that scandal was never checked by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission or the Independent National Electoral Commission. Well, for the INEC, Independent National Electoral Commission, it was not directly linked to the re-election of Muhammadu Buhari, but understandably, it was in an indirect way of bribing the people to get Muhammadu Buhari re-elected. And anything concerning the president, it is a case of immunity, if only because the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the chairman of the so-called Independent National Electoral Commission are appointed by the president. But now, this one is directly linked to the election. No disguise. Openly soliciting for votes with a price tag attached to it. So, is it not a direct violation of financial crime to be looked into by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission? And whether what the governor is promising does not violate any electoral law for which the governor should be disqualified from the election. That is the question begging for answer, directly addressed to EFCC and INEC to look into, because this era of impunity, desperation for re-election, for election and re-election, desperation, but open impunity as I see it. But if there's something I am missing. I will be interested to know it. Well, the issue of the president electing or appointing the chairman of the so-called Independent National Electoral Commission and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission is a question that the legislature should look into, and I heard it's already looking into that of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Probably and hopefully it will extend to that of the Independent National Electoral Commission as to why the government or the president that is a partisan president will be the one to elect, to appoint the chairman of these bodies that are holding sensitive position on corruption, impropriety, that the rulers of the land can be liable. At any rate, we leave the issues to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the Independent National Electoral Commission, whether what the governor is promising does not violate any law of the EFCC or INEC.